lives very often anymore, but I feel compelled to do so. Looking at all the conjecture that's going on in the media, and I can't lie, man. It's very frustrating as a hoop fan to watch this play out because you see how contrived it is, man. Let me put my headphones in. Maybe that may provide for better audio for you guys on the replay. Plug that in. CMI in the business. What's up, man? How you feeling? So, let's see. Logan in the building. Hoop still on the ground. You know how it is, man. My holder is not agreeing with me, so I'm sitting sideways like Paul Wall, Hold on, let me try to adjust that. Okay. Yeah, man. So the Kyrie situation. It's so contrived, man. And, and let me set the backdrop right. I'm out here in Monrovia, California, right outside of LA. Mountainous. So if you got a chance, come to Monrovia, man. I sound like Suge Knight. Come to Death Row. It's dope out here. I wish I could swing the camera around, but I'm driving, so I don't want to be doing too much. But mountains are right outside my apartment, man. It's just pretty dope. But however, watching this situation go down, it's clear to me a few things. A, Kyrie Irving just is shooting himself in the foot so many times over, man. And I love, man, if CMI can attest to this in Hoop Jargon, the group, I've been a Kyrie fan since inception, man. I've always been a Kyrie Irving fan. But, and I'm a fan of free thinkers. Kyrie Irving is a free thinker. He's a guy who's not bound by constructs of normalcy. Meaning, he's a guy who, he's not afraid to look like an idiot for thinking outside of conventional thinking. And I respect people like that because you tend to get marginalized if you go against the grain. If you go against conventional thinking, people will call you crazy. They'll say you're stupid. Oh, you're ignorant. When people call you ignorant, they're not doing the right context usually. Ignorant means devoid of knowledge. But some people think it's ignorant because it sounds dumb. You know what I'm saying? And I call that ignorant. When you're being ignorant, that's different than ignorant. Because ignorant means you don't know. And Kyrie knows about a lot of things. He's well studied, man. Now, I say all that to say, I appreciate what he is, man. I really do. I appreciate what Kyrie is on the basketball court and on the outer life. Now, the social justice shit, I think he need to ditch that because to me, that ain't it, bro. Because Kyrie talks out of both sides of his mouth, man. I got to call it square. Again, big fan of his, but I got to call it square. Kyrie, on one hand, will say, oh, it's crazy how we're in this world and we have to pay to be here. Everyone should live free. And he's like, I'm crazy, I get paid to do this job, and something to that effect. Well, dude, if that's the case, A, why are you playing basketball professionally if you're getting overpaid for this job, which on some respects, I do agree with that. B, why is money, that's my guy DJ in the building, man, salute, bro. So if money's not a big thing to you, why is money a big thing to you? I don't get it. DZ in the building, what up? Why is money a big thing but not a big thing to you? So Kyrie's problem is he tends to talk himself into circles. So overarchingly, people tend to not take you seriously. And you got to understand that affects you, bro. And now you put yourself in a quagmire where you can't dictate where you want to go, where your skill set should dictate, because you've besmirched your own how can I put it, integrity. So people don't know what you're about because you want to be intellectual. You want to be an intellectual. You want to be a philanthropist. You want to be a open-minded thinker. You want to be a basketball player. Like, it's cool to be a jack of all trades. I know that better than anybody. But I also know being a jack of all trades, it's kind of hard to tether yourself to anything. And that's something I actively try not to do because I'm passionate about so many things, you don't really have a core. And I think people have kind of figured Kyrie out now. It's like, dude, you march to your own drum. I get it. Cool. But I can't trust you. So in the media right now, everybody's trying to figure out a guy who can't be predicted. Now, I'm not denying he put that list out for those 5 teams he allegedly wants to go to. Maybe he did that. But if you look at the list, there's no way those things can come to fruition. And shout out to everybody. Y'all hit that like button on the way in, man. Again, I'm going extemporaneous today. I'm going off the cuff. I'm on the way to work. So, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. This is dope. So, intrinsically, you pigeonholed yourself. And in my mind, why are you trying to leave Brooklyn in the first place? Like, you need to stick it out, stick to your commitment. You and KD have something good here once Ben Simmons comes back. And I think when it's all said, Broussard said they don't even want Kyrie. Well, I mean, a lot of people, again, a lot of teams are probably asking themselves, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is Kyrie worth all the baggage that comes with him? And again, I see the media try to make all these predictions, and in my opinion, they all over the place. They all over the place, and you can tell it's a slow news cycle because it's just, again, that's why I led in with it's a lot of conjecture, and the storyline's not matching up. What it seems like to me is in their little meeting before going on air, they're just throwing scenarios on paper and just talking about them. Because Kyrie, he never seemed to me a guy who leaks out information like that. Kyrie's a guy like when you finally sit him down, then he'll give you the rundown of what he's thinking. So why is he breaking protocol now? And I'll give you guys an example. Y'all remember the Kawhi Leonard sweepstakes? How everybody thought they knew Kawhi Leonard so well and all this, that, and the third. When in reality, he told nobody nothing except his uncle. So everything that they said, oh, well, Kawhi would come to L.A. to play with, but he doesn't want to play with LeBron. Kawhi never said that. Again, y'all watch what y'all listen to, and it's kind of apropos what Draymond Green is saying about the new media movement, because DJ, we was on that like 2 years ago. We was on that new media kick 2 years ago, and the reason why new media, in its general sense, it's its own entity now. Good luck to them, whatever they got going. In a sense, just in a general sense of new media, it's required because it's the check and balance for these guys who are pencil pushers, these guys who are the gatekeepers of media, and they're just, man, I'm telling you guys, you see me cover the Super Bowl, you see me cover the NFL draft. These are some regular ass dudes, borderline nerdy ass dudes, who give you this news that you receive every day. And these dudes are guessing. Let me say that again. These dudes are guessing. But it's just, you got the bigger TV, the bigger network, you can guess, and people will listen. Y'all see, look at my old videos I put out 2 weeks ago when I gave that rundown on Nick Wright. I ran down on his ass like a goddamn jack boy. This dude double talks all the time, meaning he doesn't know what he's speaking about. And I don't critique guys off the accuracy per se. I critique you off the logic. If your logic does not compute, I got questions. Sir, y'all look at my last community tab. Man, I played basketball in real life. I put my national letter of intent up there when I signed at Prairie View A&M University for my scholarship. I played basketball in real life. So when guys go and they just make things up, I'm like, no, that's not how basketball works, man. I respect the game too much. I do. And sometimes probably at the detriment of my channel. Probably sometimes things that I could probably just soft shoe. Not in the sense of racially, but if I just kind of gave like softball takes, I'm sure more people would come to my channel, but I just can't do it, guys. I can't do it. And I'll give one thing in exactness. I would love to talk about the Ball family a lot. But in the space, it gets goofy, man. It gets real goofy in the space. And your boy Hoop Jargon, I just can't do it. So I rather just stay away. Because I want to talk about those kids. Those kids are great, man. But that's why I pop in on the shows that I can stomach, like Flight Sports TV, like DJ, Ron Cut Truth. I can stomach those, so I come in and talk. But when I see, again, I leave content creators out of this. It's just like, dude, like, come on, man. Come on, man. like, what are y'all talking about, man? For real. Nick Wrong said this year don't count. Exactly. Nick Wright said the year don't count. And you know what Nick Wright also said? Nick Wright also said if LeBron won the championship last year, it would count for 2 championships, thus tying him with Michael Jordan. Why do y'all listen to guys who say shit like that? Since when does 1 championship count for 2? When? Because if that's the case, goddamn, Hakeem Olajuwon's 2 should count for 4. Damn, they're doing that shit by itself. So his should count for 4 then. So, you know, man, just watch who you're talking to, man. Watch who you listen to. Because this stuff can really get you, it can get you in a mental tizzy. And by that I mean, you'll start making argument points against your own knowledge, against your own brain, and that's never a good thing, guys. That's never a good thing, man. If you love sports, it should be incumbent upon you to learn sports, because it's only good for the goose and it's good for the gander, man. But back to Kyrie. Kobe got 10 rings. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you get multiple rings for one ring win? I don't understand that at all. So by that logic, Ray Allen got LeBron that ring, so you should subtract the ring by that logic, right? Third ward in the building says, "What's the damn deal, bro? Hoop jogging, man. What's the damn deal, man? Good to see you, man." H-Town, Texas in the building, man. I'm out here in sunny Southern California, but you know I'm H-Town till I drown, man. Already. But so with Kyrie, man, Kyrie has to understand, like, he has to have some self-awareness, man. And sometimes people who are intellectuals, they lack self-awareness because you think your words are so important and you don't necessarily take an inventory on how your words lay down to people and how they receive you. And again, I know that from a driver's seat, no pun intended, that sometimes you do lose scope about how your words are received by people, quote unquote, dumber than you. Because some people don't like people who speak in words bigger than them. How do I know this, Hoop? Because I've had somebody tell me that. You think you know so much because you use big words. I'm like, I've been using big words since I was 4 years old. This is nothing new. Literally, since I was 4 years old, I've been told I use big words. It is what it is. But some people perceive that as you're acting like you're better than me. No, I just use the words that I know how to use. I elocute the way that I choose to elocute. It's not a I'm better than you thing, but some people receive you that way. So if you go and say these grandiose ideas, which Kyrie does reflexively, you got to know that some people it's not going to land favorably, right? So what's going on is Kyrie has, you know, his whole culmination of things he's done. This is what you get, bro. Being aloof, being a wide thinker. This is what happens. You get marginalized, man. So Kyrie is going to stay in Brooklyn maybe for the next 5 years. Yeah, in my opinion, he has no choice unless he takes a mid-level exemption and goes to the Lakers, which I don't want to see happen as a Laker fan. No, we're not going to beat Golden State. We're not going to beat the Clippers. We're not going to beat. We can probably beat the Nuggets with that group. I don't believe in the Nuggets, but they didn't have Jamal Murray either. So maybe I'll put a maybe on that one. I think we can't keep up with Memphis. I don't think we can beat Dallas. So bringing Kyrie over, it makes us a playoff team, no question. But I don't want to see Cleveland 2.0, and that's why I didn't want LeBron coming to the Lakers in the first place. I didn't want to see Cleveland 2.0, and goddamn slowly but surely, that's what it is. And when he leaves, he's gonna leave this place in shambles. You know, I don't even want to get into that though. I don't want to get into that. I'm not here to bash LeBron. But so Kyrie is in his quagmire, like I led in with. This dude can't go nowhere. What's another team he put on that, Philly, to go play back with James Harden again? No. They didn't work the first time. James Harden ran away from you. No, you're not going to Philly, bro. Let me catch up with some of these comments. I'm driving, trying to read them quick. He can't leverage with that because if KD leaves, then he's going to leave. Third Wood also says that Kyrie in Brooklyn doesn't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he has no leverage at this point. And again, one of the things of having such high self-efficacy, which he has, you tend to not read the room properly because you just focused on yourself. And yes, he has no leverage. I don't understand his point. You have no leverage, bro. Like, what you gonna do? Strong arm your way to one of these teams? No. You've only played an average of what was the last 3 years. For whatever reason, now you can say because of the jab, you know, is one reason, which you got to respect to do that. But you also got to know there's consequences with that. So that means, hey, you cannot be a team player. Because I tell you who did accept the jab, who didn't want to do it, your boy Andrew Wiggins. And he felt some way about it, and it sucks. But he's seen his team player now. His trajectory is high now. Now, it helps that he's 25 years old. Kyrie's like 29. Bro, you ain't that spring chicken no more. It's like telling, the chick outside the club still thinks she fine. Yeah, you was fine 10 years ago. you may have some fine features, but overall, shit, you ain't bad like that. You like an old lady with some ass. Shout out to the old lady with some ass. You are appreciated, but you just gotta know 10 years ago your value ain't the same. You say, did you do a review video yet? I haven't seen it. Review video on what, bro? Bro, that no trade for AD mess y'all up. Yeah. And again, in the LeBron James system, man, it's always everything is afterthought. There's no forethought because, to be fair, the guy only had, X amount of years to win another championship, and everything is in the moment. Now, I'm a fan of the actual team, so I never liked bringing LeBron over because of that shit. So you got him working in cahoots. By him I mean AD working with LeBron via Clutch Sports, having this horrible situation. Which as an agent, I would want my client to have a no trade clause, but it's working against the team dynamic. It's like a conflict of interest, as it were, because AD can mess up the cap space. So it's just, I'm using this word 3 times. It's a quagmire, man. It really is. The Lakers are in a kerfluffle. How you like that? It's a kerfluffle, man. Like it's not an easy way out this shit. And I see the tea leaves, man. And I've kind of, man, I ain't gonna lie. This year's been a rough year being a Laker fan. Watching the Westbrook experiment, which I said off inception. Shout out to FYF Sports. I told you that shit wasn't gonna work, and it did not work. There's no way, like, nobody wants this dude, Russell Westbrook, man, and he still has his ardent fans who still want to try to act like he's something he wasn't, or only regard him in the sense that of what he was, which was his MVP year, doing the 20-20-20 for Nipsey Hussle, yada yada yada, supporting gang life, which I don't fuck with. I do not fuck with that shit. Supporting gang life. I understand that sometimes life takes you in certain adverse situations. Do what you gotta do. But to champion gang culture, man, miss me with that bullshit all day. Miss me with that bullshit. I don't care who don't like that. But Westbrook, again, I say it all the time, he's been on 4 teams in 4 years. And this year, they can't get this dude away. And I was bet, shout out to Go Mike. Go Mike said I was a hater for calling that Westbrook shit out. And then he stepped back and it's like, man, Hoop, you was right. I'm like, dog, basketball is basketball, man. Again, I'm not saying I'm going to be right on everything I say, but there's no way in hell that was going to work out. Russell Westbrook can't play off ball. He's very inefficient. His free throw percentage is very low. His IQ for a point guard is very low. LeBron James is ball dominant and old and don't play defense. Russell Westbrook don't play defense either. There's no way that works out. And these dudes are not scared of Westbrook anymore. Like, so Westbrook, his whole thing was being 6'3", super hyper athletic. Shit, 3 dudes out the draft for that this year. Combined with 4 dudes from last draft and 4 dudes from the last draft and 5 from the last draft. Like, so the point I'm making is all these dudes are that archetype now. He has no advantage over that. And they play smarter. And they shoot the 3 better. Oh, I forgot that. He can't shoot the damn 3 either. Right? So there's no way it's going to work. And so people, and God bless Darvin Ham, coming in and saying the company line, because he has to. He has to back his guy because he knows that there's nobody taking Russell Westbrook. So he was saying how he going to focus more on defense. I'm like, dude, how? Defense is effort, bro. How you going to just be a door stopper your whole career, especially the latter part of your career, and all of a sudden lock in and be a lockdown defender? No, bro. That's not how basketball works, man. If you look at LeBron's and Russell Westbrook's defensive efficiency, they're at the lower quadrant, like in the 300 range. No, they're not playing defense, neither of them. We're fucked. And I'm sorry, I'm going to just be at the vanguard of this. Who told you first? The Lakers, we're fucked. We just are. Sakura Mantra Mantis says, spot on assessment. At this moment in his career, his maturity and integrity is an investment. All the talent in the world being wasted. Yes. And I think a lot of y'all brothers in this space, y'all judging things emotionally, like, because you just think, oh man, Kyrie a beast. He should be able to do what he want to do. No, that's not how that's not how management works, bro. You are at the behest of what they want to have happen. They pay you money. Now, if you had your own basketball league, you can do what you want to do. Shout out to the ball, dictate the terms, make your own trades, do what the hell you want to do. And that's what I don't get about guys like Colin Kaepernick. Again, another guy who I like as far as his ability to play football. Andrew, what's up, man? Blessings back, bro. I don't understand how Colin Kaepernick sues the NFL, got his bread. Again, I ain't against no black man getting his bread. And you go back and you're trying to beg for a job again. Like, no. And your skills have diminished. I understand Kaepernick's only 34. But in NFL years, you're 40. You have not played a meaningful football game in 5 years. Like, dude, you chose, like, and that's my problem with a lot of guys who are quote unquote woke. It's like, dog, if you choose that woke life, you chose that woke life. You can't be hopping the fence trying to be a company man and be woke. You got to pick, bro. If Cap would have just left it where it's at, I would have respected the hell out of it. On some level. But now you're trying to hop back right back in the belly of the beast, who you said is so racist and all this. It makes no sense. You make no sense. And that's been one of my hard critiques of Kaepernick, because you don't have nothing to say poignant. Meaning, the shit you say don't make no sense. It's nothing that we ain't heard before, like some generic cookie cutter black pride shit. You're not giving us nothing new. And when you do talk, you talk like you ain't sat down and rehearsed a speech before. I've been denied, and I've been marginalized. And like, bro, like, do you practice speaking? So I've been off on Kaepernick for a minute, man. And from a guy who was a staunch Kaepernick supporter. But I don't want to make this about Kaepernick. I want to stay on topic. Let's say, slow down, man. I got to Google all these words. My God. Okay. Let's see. Rumor has it he has the worst workout ever. Yes. And so that is confirmed by Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp said Colin Kaepernick had a horrible workout, is what he said on Vlad TV. And bro, you know what's funny? How easily that storyline got buried? That Cap was horrible in that combine, not the combine, in that workout. You ain't heard shit else about it. And I told people in the moment, I was like, watching him throw. Hey, that ain't it, bro. That ain't it, man. Cap had a good run, in my opinion. Again, big fan of his, but all social stuff aside, big fan of his work. But nah, bro, you got to know when the chickens came to roost, man. That's it, bro. But you got your career you want, being a social activist, so you need to stick on that lane. And to bring it back to a head, I just arrived at work. Kyrie, you made your bed, playboy. You made your bed, playboy. Your perception is your perception, and you got to deal with it in a shrewd fashion. And I think he's trying to be shrewd, Machiavellian even, putting that list out as a red herring to get Brooklyn to commit. I think Brooklyn knows his bluff, and I don't think Brooklyn's going to acquiesce because they have no leverage to do so. Because at worst, you only gave us 30 some odd games anyway. So we know people have seen the same thing we've seen, and we know that you're trying to save your reputation. Because if you basically pulled another one of those things, well, no, it's because COVID. It's because COVID. But for whatever reason you try to contrive, if you do it again, your reputation's done. You'll be on some Westbrook shit. Like, Westbrook reputation is done. He's done. You couldn't trade this dude for Malcolm Brogdon? Malcolm Brogdon? Hell, I would, at this point, I would take Eric Gordon for Russell Westbrook. Straight up trade. Eric Gordon in a second rounder. I'd take that for Westbrook. Like, the Lakers should be thinking like fire sale. If I'm the Lakers brass, I'm thinking fire sale. I'm taking whatever somebody offers. I'm taking whatever somebody offers. And the people are killing me right now thinking that, you know, I take John Wall. Give me John Wall. Let me kick the tires. He's a better point guard because, in my opinion, Russell Westbrook's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard masquerading as a point guard. So, you know, it is what it is. Don't put that even on Houston. Man, y'all had him one time, man, have him again. Hey, give us Turkey Leg Hut. Y'all can have Russell Westbrook. Give us Turkey Leg Hut. Man, salute Rap God in the building, man. I got a question, man. He says, have AD trade ruined the Lakers' future moving forward? Yeah, absolutely. And we were just lamenting on that earlier in the stream that the whole situation that LeBron brought with AD having that no trade clause, trading off all our young pieces, yeah, that doomed us. Now, we did get a bubble championship. You know, it is what it is. Mission accomplished in that respect. But looking forward, man, we are F-U-C-K-E-D. Fucked. We don't even do that. I need Turkey Leg Hut, man. Give us Turkey Leg Hut. Y'all can have Russell Westbrook. Straight up and down trade, man. Cash considerations. And Frenchies. You got to throw in Frenchies. Give us Frenchies, the OG location in 3rd Ward, and give us Turkey Leg Hut, man. Y'all can have Russell Westbrook, man. Sign, seal, deliver. Let's do it. But that's all I got on this subject, man. Thank y'all for listening, man. Y'all hit the like button if y'all not done so. Hit the subscribe button if you're not done so, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with Hoop Jargon, man. I had to get this off my chest. I was going to make a video in my little studio, but I got a long work day today, so I was like, man, let me just get this out to the people, man. So thank y'all for rocking with me, man. And, damn, I don't even know how to turn this shit off. It's been a while since I went live like this. Damn, how the hell do I turn this off? But anywho, I think I just hit this X on the top, man. Peace, see you, Maya. Thank you for everybody tuning in. Y'all watch the replay, man. I think I did a pretty decent job cooking, man.